So you're looking at just trying to put...
Yeah, basically. That's what I was waiting for. Right. So this is the striper, guys. So we're here in Richo's, or in the Aussie Golf Reviewer, the Team Richo Golf area. What do you call this? The driving net.
The driving net. Yep.
And so this is the striper.
So purposely built. Yeah, got a net, putting green. Al's broken it already.
You broke. No, it's fine. It's actually very, very sturdy. I just need to adjust this. So what is all this about? Like, this takes a lot into account here in comparison to, say, other aids. Now, with this behind us here, oh, don't stress about that, Richo. It's okay. It's all good. So we've pretty much got the striper here. There is another part which is a swing mate as well, which is a stance mate. This is your swing mate.
Yep.
And pretty much what this is all about is, say, for someone like Richo, you could see he hit the outside one. So he hit this section here. Why? Because his swing is quite a bit over the top. And so I'm just going to set this up
in slow motion.
What, do you want me to do it in slow-mo?
No, you can do it. You keep talking.
Yep.
You keep talking.
I just need to just move this a little bit more vertical.
Yep.
So really and truly, for someone like Richo, this is like a gate to be able to get his swing
here
path.
and then here.
Correct. So Richo gets way over the top of it.
So the idea is to go
more
through
in,
here,
keep it in, and then rotate. And there's lots of other things that this can be done with, but it's got all of these hinges down the bottom that you can chuck your...
Because there's some people that probably drag it.
Well, and it works the other way as well.
Right to here.
Some people get too flat, right? And I'm probably one of them.
Mine is here, and then...
Work over the top too much.
And then I come back into here.
So again, I'm just going to put the link to Striper's website there, and you guys can have a look at it. Glenn Corbett has been... He's sent us this, and we're going to do more testing with it. I think it's a great idea, and for somebody like Richo, or for majority of people who do have a tendency to have issues with their club path, this can help, right? It's not necessarily going to fix, but it is a training aid.
And the more you use it, the more I nearly need to concentrate on.
Well, almost trying to hit that one, right?
Yes.
And so for somebody like myself who probably gets a little bit sort of underneath as well, I could get stuck here.
Yes.
So it works more than one way. Plus there's plenty of other alignment rods everywhere else. But for anybody, this can start to work. You can actually put, this is just a straight target logo. There's other alignment sticks, which there's actually drill holes on here that are set up on an angle.
See, I'd nearly start with this further up.
Oh, which is fine, and then focus on this side more than anything.
Focus on that side, and then as I felt more comfortable that I was coming in closer to that, I could then move this further down.
Like I said, there's a lot of things you can do.
But you can adjust that any way you wish to.
That's exactly right. So these move all the way.
Yeah.
There's also another hinge on this side, which you could add something else to as well.
But if you're really over the top like me, that's what I would do. And then, like you said, concentrate on that.
So it can just allow you to get into a position which is more neutral. Like you could still get to here and still be to the left. Do you know what I mean? So you could still get to this position and still swing that too far left.
Yep.
All right? But it's trying to get you here to give you the most amount of chance possible to hit a good shot. Like I said, this is the one I like. The stance mate for me is good, but the stance mate to me isn't the most important thing from Striper. The swing mate here I think is brilliant. Like I said, there's plenty of other rods. If you put these other rods in here, say here or here, they're on an angle, the holes are drilled in on an angle. So if you want to hit a draw as a right-hander, it positions the lines out to the right a small amount. But like this for me is actually quite good because my tendency is to get this way. So I might be able to hit it okay, but I need to try to feel like I'm a bit more vertical and more down the line even, because I get trapped underneath, if anything. Whereas Richo, his hands drag back, and go vertical and then want to go well over the top.
Yep.
So this probably could go a little further back, but because you don't want your hands to go through it, it's more about the club head. So there's lots of different things depending on what you do, whatever your tendency is, whatever your issue is. As I said, if your issue is, like me, to get underneath it too much, well, I'm going to hit it here. Whereas Richo's is more here.
Yep.
So we've both got issues, and this here can just neutralise that. You start off slow, and then try to get an idea of how it all works. Now, do I think it's for everybody? I'd probably say no. Is it for coaches? I could see a lot more coaches using this, Richo. What do you think?
I think so, to try and get you in that right frame of mind.
Again, I've given the prototype to Josh Bevan, who's coaching out at Golf Central. Hopefully he's used it a little bit, even mucked around with it himself. But certainly having the idea of how to swing it more neutral, geez, I'm striking it good.
Jeez.
So it's called the Striper. Like I said, I like the name. I like it that it's an idea of a fella who's pretty local.
Yeah.
It can be adjusted. There's a lot more to do than just what you're seeing here.
Yes.
But the main reason we're going to do this because we're not going to be out in the sun too long. But this is the main thing that I certainly see what this could be used for. Sorting out club path issues, because a lot of people, like I said, swing it over the top.
Yep.
Get really shallow, go left. People like myself who get trapped underneath, if anything else, it fixes that too.
Low draggers.
Correct. So a bit too far under, and then up, and then that can lead to over the top, or going out too far, or I could put this further out. Like if somebody does drag it too far, then we can get this to feel more here. It's the same idea. I might drag it too far inside. I've got to go up the wall a bit more, down the wall a bit more, but that's what this does, a bit of both. So I think it's a great idea, and I thank Glenn for sending it to us.
Did you hit it all right?
Maybe that's what I need to practice a bit on. But again, there's so many different things that this can be done or used for. I think the pricing wise, what is it for the swing mate and the stance mate? I think it's under $200. I think it's 170 or something along those lines. But again, it's not even about the dollars. I certainly think that the more balls you hit on here, the better and better your club path will get. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to strike it better, but you also need to do some practice. In the backyard like this with Richo, this could sit here and he could work on it. Then maybe one day you'll see him not be so far over the top.
And like you said, this is a bit different design. I'd need to put it
a little bit
here,
further
I
back.
reckon. So
a little further back.
I reckon if we turn it this way.
Well, yeah, then you could certainly get further away. Yeah, that's a little better.
So I reckon that's probably about where. So then you've got the club head going through it.
Correct.
Right, and then down.
Yeah.
So when you get a bit here, you feel...
Yeah, well, your hands get in the way as well.
Yeah, but I reckon it's probably about that distance.
Yep, I would agree.
And you feel it. So for me, this setup here, Joe, I'd put something here.
If you made
Just
another
couple of bricks, just
another foot.
But I reckon that's about that distance. And obviously, if you're looking at using a longer club, maybe you need to go a bit further. But I reckon it's so the club has a bet here.
Yep, I agree. It's basically about the club head, which sorts the club path.
Yep.
But again, Glenn, thanks for sending us. It's a great idea.
Yep.
I'll talk to Josh Bevan and we'll go from there. Maybe Josh can talk about it as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit more for the coaches more than the students, but student can still use it. I think the swing mate's probably better than the stance mate. But if you have troubles with alignment and fit width of your feet, really, really solid.
But
really,
you're right,
really
you
solid.
could set it up in the backyard and not necessarily hit balls.
You don't need to hit balls.
So you set it up like this.
Just go this way because the mic might play up a little bit if you...
Yep. But yeah, to me, it's not even with a ball, is it?
Well,
It's
you don't need a ball.
To here, and then here.
Correct. Neutralise yourself. And so for Richo, it's not even about hitting zero numbers. So RICHO is, I don't know, between 7 and 10 to the left, so over the top. This may get him down to maybe 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, so I reckon the ideal spot would be just in the backyard where you've got plenty of room.
Yep.
Like I said, if you look at it, and then your club head's coming about where they are.
So many other things. Like I'll attach the website as well. Maybe even take a video from that website and sort of put it over us talking a little bit. But Glenn's done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And his coach, John, I believe it was it John? Anyway, his coach, he kind of made it. They've kind of gone back and forwards.
Yep.
And this is what they come up with. So, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Listen,
I reckon before you hit balls with it,
yes,
that would be the way to go.
Without
Set
a
it
doubt.
up, get used to where you want it, just swing.
well, even for me, I get a little bit worried hitting a full shot. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So even though my swing's okay, do you get what I'm saying? It's something that's there. It gives you at least something to think about. At full pace, like I said, it's... Oh, I'm in.
But you see what I mean? Like you put that back a little bit further,
Yes.
and you feel...
You don't want your hands or the grip to go through it. It's more just this section.
Just that in bit. But no, it's
Cool bananas. I like it. Thanks, Glenn, for sending it to that Striper. Check it out at the very least.
Yeah.
But yes, very, very solid idea if it's about just chucking it in your backyard or for your coach or to use during some lessons.
Yep. We'll take it out again. We'll get a bigger spot.
Correct.
And set it up and just swing a couple through it without a ball.
We'll do more with this. Eventually,
and then we'll...
One day you're going to see RICHO with an inside-out club path.
Who? Who's she?
Who's she? Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Glenn. Bye.
Beautiful. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're
That's
a
what you
weirdo.
say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See it.